Hello everyone, GShock here, back again with another GShock review video for the month of February 2023. I haven't got the chance to look at January models yet, and now we're already on February. How fast time just fly by. Anyway, looking at the first one on the list, we have a look at a new blackout black colorway for the GM110 model. They released something similar before, but that was on fully matte black finishing, which I think a lot more unique in comparison to every metal G-Shock watch on the market, which most of them have glossy finish bezel. That one was matte finishing, and in this case another gloss finishing version. Hey, entirely up to you. If you like that, get that. If you like this one, get this one instead. The price will be 29,700 Japanese yen only, and to match with that, we'll have a GM 2100 model. Surprisingly, there aren't any full black Casio yet up to this day. I was surprised myself until I looked at all of the previously released model, and yeah, there's no blackout black, and here's to fill out that gap, unless you already customize your G-Shock watch with all those aftermarket parts out there, and you probably didn't need the watch, but this is just to fill out gap. Next up, a small size Casio. Of course, you gotta have this one as well. Another Casio, 3 colorway of the same series, green color accents, so you can see black, some green accents in them. Pretty much basics. And then there's the Nordic green, which I think will be very unique. Some people might like this colorway because just the way it looks, it is rare. And then this cream colorway mixed with green color combination. I think this looks really nice in my book. And look at the poster photo, and they show the lighting, and you can see the texture on the watch faceplate as well. Though I have to point out the downside with this G-Shock watch in particular, even though it have the shorter lengths which fit very well to people with skinnier wrist than I am. I have 16.5 centimeters, so use that as a reference. This watch features a plastic side button, so some people might be turned off by that. And also plastic buckle to match with the color, so if you're into that, that's okay. I just have to point it out. Another Casio. This one, GA2100 FT, a FUTUR collaboration. I'm not sure if that I even pronounced that right. This is a skateboard brand collaboration. Shout out to G Central for covering this topic already on this site. I have no idea about this brand whatsoever, just to be honest with you guys. I'm that old. One point I need to say here, the index marker looks to me like it have this metallic finish on it, something that has never been done before on any Casio. So that is, I guess, the main selling point for the watch. It looks like a brick stone or something like that, matched with the skateboard theme, right? Next watch on the list, can you guess what they are? Another Casio. Of course, this one also metal bezel, GM2100C in silver bezel, black face with brown cloth band. These are not Cordura strap, though I have to point out, from my experience of owning a G-Shock with cloth band, say one of these, the quality is incredible. Even though it is not Cordura, which is a lot better, but the quality is there. And I have to share another details here. Look at this. This is a G-Shock released in the 90s using, I would guess, the same nylon, a cloth material, and it is still lasts up to this day. So one colorway there, and second colorway is the all black face with black band, and then there's the gray bezel black face with olive green band, which looks really nice. So the main highlight for all three of this model is the fact that the index marker, all right, the index marker, unlike most if not all metal G-Shock watch, which is just, I believe, painted on, this one feature vapor deposition method on the painting, which means it will look much better with lights shines on it. Okay, carry on to the next G-Shock watch on the list, another Casio. But this is one out of 4 models called the RGB color series. Nicely done, by the way, not just something that I would imagine whenever we talk about something that is RGB. Even if you look at the poster photo, if you compare the watch to all of the accessory they put on the back, it looks far better. Okay, GA2100 RGB, of course, gotta add a Casio in here. And I have to point out one thing, the similarities out of all 4 is the fact that feature gloss black band and bezel, something that is we rarely get these days unless you purchase something that is full metal, okay, and then you get a gloss finishing, but this one is cheaper, of course. And I'm not a huge fan of them, but I do get the appeal of wearing something that is gloss finishing like this. So with that said, here is a GA100 RGB-1AJF. Of course, gotta have that. And if you look at the real photo, the color mostly are on the face dial, and they are a bit more toned down, and I think it looks a lot better. The next one is a GA700 RGB, of course feature the 700 series, kinda similar to the GA700 SE if not mistaken, released way back. Last but not least is a DW1600 RGB, actually, something that I think I would have seen something similar as well. I add a photo over here, released in 2012. That watch was pretty popular back then, and here is, I think, a better version of that. But for me, out of all four, I think I'm gonna go with the GA2100. Man, I have a lot of them already. I don't know what to get this month. Talking about confusion though, we'll have a treasure hunt series now. Something that is very cool concept, and also cool in its implementation as well. 3 models. We have DW5600, the basics one, nothing special here, and a DW6900 and a GA2200 series G-Shock watch. All of them have Shibuya map printed on all band and bezel. For the digital version, you can see the printing goes all the way to the panel, and also at that digital display, when you turn on the EL backlighting, you'll see the pattern just blends in really well. So they are cool. And the main idea here to represent their sports related, music related, and also fashion related. So these 3 points is, I believe, a location where this X is pointing to. Go ahead, treasure hunt, and comment down below if you found any specific location for this map, and that's gonna be a fun thing to do before you purchase the watch. And that brings us to the last watch on the list, and that will be a fire package. Despite being so unpopular, this is the only G-Shock watch that is still in production up to date that has glows in the dark index marker. Even the $400 G-Shock, like one of these, didn't have that feature straight from factory. And also the watch is quite small, the fitting is incredible. There's really nothing to complain here unless you just didn't like the design. In this case, I would say beige gold and black colorway, and to match that, if you're into digital model, a GW2320 version. Here's a fun fact for this watch in particular. The design profile actually has been going on for over 20 years old to be exact. The first model is called G2200, released in the year 2000. Here is the same profile but with an updated movement inside of it. Alright, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.